This is my sort of vlog slash blog on how I think I've done with my main production of my music magazine. So firstly, if I go on to design and planning, I've got my focus group. Now I've done a few focus groups and interviews and sort of pleased with how it went. Here I was asking a few people of like what they think and about the target audience, what I can include and stuff. So I think a positive was definitely the fact that I used quite a lot of interviews. I've done a one-to-one interview with Jake, done a focus group, and I also done a questionnaire and another focus group with 3 other people, which was of a different gender, which really helped me. I also done initial ideas and features and regulars, so I planned everything out, and I spoke to my target audience and people to sort of help me along with it, who may have had a better idea or had better understanding of the genre. So I talked to a few people, and I think my research and planning went really well. I think the bit that I struggled on was this bit here, the process of construction. And now the process of construction, I found it very hard to sort of decide on what colours, what pictures to use, and I really struggled with getting my model to be happy with it all. I was really struggling on sort of the taking picture side of it all, and I'd looked at a few magazines, but I think maybe it would have helped if I looked at more magazines about that genre, because I don't think I was really concentrating too much on what my genre was really, and it was just, I struggled a bit on the designing element of it. I had all the ideas for like the names of the contents and what I would include inside it all, but I really struggled on the designing side of it, so it didn't really sort of like pop out at you. Now, in the finished product, I was pleased with it, but as you can see, it just does look a little bit dull. The contents page is a little bit dull, but I sort of followed an element that I found with having the boxes, and then my double page spread. That's a bit that I sort of excelled on. And if you think the contents page and the front cover, that has a lot of designing in it, whereas whereas the double page spread, that doesn't have much designing to do. So that's what I excelled on, because I didn't have to do much design. I couldn't really do with the imaginative side, and I think looking back, it would have helped me so much more if I looked at target audience magazines about like the rock genre and acoustic genre and everything to do with like what I was following, because I didn't have an idea, I didn't have a clue of what the design looked like. I mean, the design of a solo artist, like a calm romance ballad song, is completely different to a rock song and etc. But I wasn't looking specifically at my target audience. I would look at different magazines and sometimes not look at music magazines, and it didn't help me at all. But I thought it would, and at that time it didn't help me. So it was just the designing side I really struggled on. Although, and back to the audience research, that's again what I excelled on. I had done surveys and filled in graphs and everything, and I could do all the planning, and the planning was all there, and I had all the ideas in my head. I just couldn't put it down, couldn't make it all come together, and however much time I gave it, I just couldn't get it like working, and nothing flowed. The colours didn't match up at all with my finished product, and it was just, I struggled so much with the designing side. It was just really hard. I mean, here I've got loads of different colours. I mean, that brown, I got the brown and the green, and then I got the bricks. That's all I've got really. That's the only colours I've got. And again, with the contents page, I follow the green, and I've got the colour of the guitar and black and white. But I just struggled so much. It was just hard to do it, and I think it could have easily been solved just by looking at some magazines, or maybe taking more time instead of trying to. I spent so much time on the contents page, on the front cover, that I had no time for the contents page, and it just didn't help me at all. And it would have been so much better looking back now. However much people told me, I didn't have the effort really to look at the magazines, and I had no ideas in my head of what they would look like. I was going from what I thought would be best, and I had no experience, so I had all the ideas, just couldn't put it all together. So that's all.